Hey, how's it going? Welcome to A Breeze in the Pines. Ready for some hiking on the Ice Age Trail? Well, this is it. It's finally time. This is the Hemlock Creek segment. This segment has been eluding me for the past 4 trips. The first trip I cut short because of pack problems. My pack was not sized. Well, this is it. It's finally time. This is the Hemlock Creek segment. This segment has been eluding me for the past 4 trips. The first trip I cut short because of pack problems. My pack was not sized and rubbing my shoulders raw. Second trip, well, this is it. It's finally time. This is the Hemlock Creek segment. Starting out on Hemlock Creek. Starting out on Hemlock Creek. It's not uncommon for me to leave my poles when I stop and take a break. They're still in the car. This is common on the Ice Age. This is common on the Ice Age. Okay, what is that trying to tell me? There's a bench right over there. And another boardwalk. This is why I brought the water filter that I did. It's one of those old style filters that you pump. It's got a hose on it. Stick the hose in the end of the water and you pump it. So a lot of the water sources are. This is why I brought the water filter that I did. It's one of those old style filters that you pump. It's only 72 right now, but it's very humid. A little lake in between the trees there. And another bench. This is the old rookery. And another bench. This is the old rookery. A little muddy in through here. This looks fairly new. When I first started hiking the Ice Age Trail, there was an advisory that beaver dams had started flooding areas working its way across the trail. So I don't know if this is what they were referring to. Another pond. Here you go, Mark. Here's your birch trees. It's my first backpacking trip on the Ice Age Trail. My brother Mark flew in from Cleveland, and we were disappointed on the northern and southern Blue Hills that we really didn't see many birch trees. Had we continued on Hemlock Creek, as was the plan, would have gotten our birch trees. This was only our second uphill, and we're about 1 3/4 miles in. ATV crossing ahead. ATV crossing ahead. Yeah, we're about 2 miles in. Time for a water break. All right, our first downhill. Which of course is immediately followed by an uphill. All right, our first downhill. Cool thing about section hiking is you can bring your own water. I'd hate to have to rely on something like that for water. Pretty muddy in through here. All right, looking for a blaze. Pretty obvious the trail goes that way. I just don't see a blaze yet. Nothing down that way. So we're going to keep going. Let's keep an eye out for a blaze. There we go. Firestorm, something or other. Okay, 1898 Firestorm. Alright, pretty decent spot for a quick lunch break. Make sure I'm not leaving anything behind. Alright, pretty decent spot for a quick lunch break. Alright, this is our steepest uphill so far on this trip. So Ice Age itself is foot traffic only. It does use a lot of ATV trails. Northern Blue Hills are horrible after a rain. Look down, you might miss it. Alright, we are at the Bulger Road. Alright, we are at the Bulger Road. Our Ice Age Trail sign. Okay, 2.6 miles to the picnic shelter. And there's another bench. Probably Hemlock Creek. And another bench. See what I mean about your water sources? You hear the creek. You hear the creek. Yeah, according to Far Out, we're at mile 116.5. Yeah, according to Far Out, we're at mile 116. All right, Hemlock Creek segment. Picnic shelter, 1.5 miles to the left. Beaver dams, and because there's a There's a bench. And there's your view. This is my map. It's been in my shirt pocket. This is my map. One thing I notice is how rounded the rocks are compared to Arkansas. One thing I notice is how rounded the rocks are. Okay, I have to turn around. Here's our bench. Here's our bench. I hear water. And a bench. Alright, we're coming up on the picnic area. People, pick up after your bears. Alright, we're coming up on the picnic area. People, pick up after your bears. Bad enough there's dog crap on trails. Alright, because it has been in the 90s in Arkansas, I haven't gotten out hiking too much, so I'm a little out of shape. Because it has been in the 90s in Arkansas, I haven't gotten out hiking too much, so I'm a little out of shape. Nice little picnic shelter. You know what's concerning about fresh bear poop? I'm camping like right across the road there tonight. You know what's concerning about fresh bear poop? Yeah, I think I got 3 stings. Yeah, I think I got 3 stings. Yeah, I think I got 3 stings. Feels like it on my... Alright, we are 1.2 miles from the car. Would have liked to have a little bit more water. I've got half the bottle left. Like I said, it's only a mile to go. No overnight camping. Too bad, it's a nice spot. No water though. There's our sign. Just walked into this. Alright, is this the end? Ish. West Buck Lake Road. So it's just a short road walk to the car. Road-ish. Well, that was a lot of fun. Worth waiting for. IICE backcountry has made 7.17 miles. Traffic. Okay, I think it's safe to report I am not allergic to bee stings. Well, as always, thanks for hiking with me. Make sure to hit that like button. And we'll see you down the... Alright, even though I'm a guy, you never want to leave the impression that you're by yourself. Although the one-person tent is a dead giveaway.